Okay, let's see if this works. Got some pictures created during the week. Can we get a big size? How do we zoom in? Okay, great. I think this is the wrong program. We're gonna open it with Photos Paint. That's horrible, man. Just open. Okay, anyway. So yeah, yeah, we have position here in DAX. I put this trade on during the day, and I was trading in the morning, and it was going so. And for this DAX on a 50-minute chart, I was looking at it, and just before New York session, you see the red box here. I noticed this. We had some power going up here. We came back to the interesting area, and engulfing, and with the level also respecting Asia range. So we got the range, we got the block, we got the price, and we got the overall trend. And I just entered like this, 4 2 to 1, and actually disregarding this thing was here, and there's not much to talk about it than that. Yeah, okay, that's that one. Let's see. We're gonna open all of them. Maybe it's easier. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's see what we did have here. This is UJ for along. Oh, right, yes. So I was holding another UJ position on M15 because I had an idea about we going to go long. And I already had a position here. So I was opening that account and looking at it. And during EU session, the blue box here, we had this level, we came down to this level, ranging during this. I mean, notice the US previous session was inside of Europe. Also, Asia was also inside. And now what happens during EU? We scrape the bottom. So we grab something, or well, whatever you can call it, whatever you want. I see it as price tested here, could not go lower, and the reaction was up. That's why this price was created. It's also at the interesting level because we have double tops here, and this one goes here with the gap, and it's just moving on, right? This is at the previous block. So we got trend change with overall a bias, which is long, was long for this time. And with this thing here, and double lines means this is my stop. And this entire level here, can we do some drawings? We can do some drawings with orange maybe. Let's do blue. This entire range here was like same as this here. So this is the current, or was, in my opinion, when I look at this is the current level which has not been proven yet. And it's something I've been telling myself for a very long time. So the most recent area has not yet been proven. So it is disregarded in terms of targets. That's why the target is up here at the green line. And the green line is at the flat tops here. The reason for the flat tops and not the spike, which you see they hit it, the reason for the flat tops is there's another reason for it, and that is because we came into the block where we are supposed to get the signal, right? Which is here. The arrow shows it, right? So the block is, well, let's say the block is here, right? Inside of this is we're supposed to get the signal, and we touch it. We didn't go below the box, meaning we didn't scrape or we didn't touch below the level. Because we didn't do that, the power is not as violent, not as strong. The amplitude is a bit lower, and as such, I will aim for a move that is not as strong, hence going for the flat tops and not the highs. And a lot of the time, the highs are hit, right? But sometimes also I get out of, I get a nice profit from targeting the flats. Maybe in the future I'll stop doing this. I'll just go for the high. For now, I'm leaving it, and that's, yeah. Okay, next. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, this one was very nice. So at the time of this trade, you don't see it on this chart, but here I took a picture after the market because I was doing something. The black square here, there was a H4 zone here, and we did have like the power going down from H4, and notice also the sessions close low, close lower, close low. And so we just are we gonna stand on this M15 OB, and we have some, we are picking up action here, grabbing it, nothing happened, grabbing it here and going above, and we're grabbing action from a free block here. And yeah, so that's why stop is at the top here, and I want to target, well, the double tops because it's over 2. At this time it was like this, and there might have been something else over here, I don't remember, but I think so, there was something else over here. And yeah, so 2 for 1 is fine. Above 2 is so we can go for this level. Also see that if we zoom in, price did go further, and maybe 3 for 1 was possible. And yeah, there's not much more to talk about. Like, so we had action going up, we switch here, we go down, and we had, now we going down and we respect here. So we got power here, we go down, and we got all this zone, we got some area here respected, and we switch to other side. Now we are on south side of the level with an H4 block on top of it. And yeah, we just move down, 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 and we eventually we get to here at the open. At the open, where all the power comes. That's significant, right? If you turn up the volume and the reaction is one way, then you like see where the price is going. So this is I think the trade was entered 15 minutes after I'm not sure, but I have a concept, and I think about it like, oh, this is the FX market open. It doesn't really open. But if you look at the volume, if you look at the instruments, and if you put like maybe M15, M5, whatever, if you put it on chart, and you see in the morning, like 0800 hours, that's Berlin +1 time, for example, or like this is the GBP USD, so well, the GMT is the same offset currently. You'll see a lot of volume increase at that time. So when the volume comes, it means the market opens. That's how I interpret it, right? In the same way, you can see the volume increases here, for example, or Asia as well. Although there's lower volume in Asia, and that's not, I'm rambling on. Anyway, so there was nice trade here. We flip up. We have a nice. We could look at this later, but we did flip up here, defeating this zone. We come up to the upside here. We did here, and with this flipped, right? And then we have strength here, and the first free box is here. You can't see it because my pointer, the text is covering it, but notice the bar is free. There is a gap here. And there's a gap from here up to here, this area, right? And what happens during this area? Well, we have some kind of a pin. Are you going to enter at this? It's a bit at the top, but it's the end, it played out, right? This is an engulfing formation. Are you going to enter there? Hell yeah. Where are you going to put the stops? Well, I hope here, maybe closer, but yeah, hope here. Or maybe this is a red and green, so maybe here. Anyway, I didn't take this trade, but another trade here. And for this, if you entered here, let's say you entered here with a stop, whatever, down here, like this. Do we have anything free? Nothing free, nothing free. Here's the first free area. This is open. This should be the target, right? So we have, this should be the target, and that's the trade apparently if you enter here. Yeah. Anyway, so next thing. I'm saving the images for later. That's why I'm not saving my notes on them. Yeah, similar thing. GBP USD 15-minute chart. We had some action going up, very visible on H4. And we had, yeah, we're going up. We come to here, become even higher. We come here and notice where it says switch. Can we zoom it in? Yeah, we have a switch. That means price closes lower than this. In my book, that means we had power here to defeat the recent strength up. We created this, and a retrace into the zone means, okay, it's time maybe to switch, maybe to go down. And this trade I did not take because I was waiting for the reaction for the numbers, but I looked at the chart after and I noticed this. So higher, switch down, power is down, we came back up. The open area is here. I mean, yes, it's here as well. It's soon defeated, and you could argue, yeah, there's something in here to short from and to place the stops here. But before news, I'm not going to do it. Maybe in the future I will. Just gonna, let's see. So, yeah, at the high we have engulfing formation, and the strike zone is at. It means like it's the block. The way I like to do it, so it's the highest bar, and in this case it's the red bar, and it also encompasses the next color bar, which is this one, green, always, and strike zone encompass also the gap which is not mitigated. So we come back into the strike zone and we get signal to go short, which is, well, maybe this red, but for sure definitely this green one, and definitely reinforced by this red one here. Yeah, pin, reinforced, yeah, double confirmation. This is confusion, another confusion, and another confirmation, and another power down. Yes, and then the news show up and we just destroy. And notice also how interesting it is, because this was not mitigated. This was a free zone here. This was free to hit. But after that we had this, and then we had this. So how much power did we have? Well, we went all the way down, because this thing, maybe on some broker this area is always already taken by this action here, I don't know, but on mine it was not. So if you short here, the target would be here, right? And if you short like this, and let's say you enter here, that means something like this. Yeah, could be good, but currently I stay away from the news. And you know, it's funny, my charts, they don't remember the news, they don't know what happens. I only attempt to measure power in price, and I have to take in consideration when something happened. That's why I put on the charts sessions, so I can see, okay, red session means New York. It means we have a lot of power. We should have a lot of moves here. Blue is Euro times, and currently I changed the colors a bit later on, but currently this is Asia overnight. And notice that, well, we got some action here. It's British pound after all. We got some less power here, and then just completely flat, and apparently, yeah, that's enough, and we turned it around here. But yeah, so what I'm saying is, maybe I should just trade disregarding the news, because it happens quite a lot that even though the news come, even though random numbers come, even though somebody is being interviewed that is a high up politician or whatever, I'm not gonna mention that guy with the funny hair, but the charts still show, and it works regardless quite often, I would say. Maybe it's my imagination, but anyway. So moving on from this, what do we have here? Pound dollar 15, and yes, I entered this one and it went way higher. Yeah, okay, so here's the logic. I'm outlining with the blue the current trailing up. This is like the H4 action that I'm drawing in here. And we notice that we have an H4 gap block beneath this. So what happens? Okay, we come here during Asia, we come here to the 4 hour level. It's holding apparently. I'm not awake at this time because this is like 5 in the morning. And EU session become up and I notice this. Okay, so I draw in the yellow box. I draw 3 circles. This one, and this one. And so we have a double level. We need to see price is currently contained within this and this. Price is here. I want to see what happens. So at the point this green bar is closed, notice what I say. Winning over double tops. Power is long. Yes. Oh, okay. So notice when we win. Here I'm drawing the gap. This is the small gap area, right? This is the strength level after the close, right? Maybe this is the ultimate stop, but this is the strong area, right? So we go up. And if I want to enter long, I want to enter here. See this. And there's a signal here to go long, confirmed. There's a signal here, 3-bar pattern to go long as well. I don't remember why I did not enter this one, but I did not. And it went higher, and this is a 2-for-1. Potential trade long, EU was even better, and we will see it soon, I think. And yeah, it's some ideas on the EU trade I did take though. Yeah, so closing this, save, and we have the EU, yes. Similar situation, but the EU closed even stronger up. And notice, yeah, I entered here, OB, and so first of all, I know H4 is up. We have H4 gap in price, this square here, in line with trend, meaning what I'm seeing on this chart, 15 minutes, is in line with H4, which is up. I'm looking for longs. I really want the H4 box to hold, and it did. And notice how it's formed beneath this, and we are inside, and also on top of this and through these here. I mean, very clean. And so last push down, this blue level here, we close below through it here, green bar power, and limit entry at switch area. I was trying something, some idea for this, because I put the limit right here because this is where we switched, and I put the stop beneath this level with little bit of spread. That's why we are here for the stop. And 2R, and so I'm covering the price action. I'm covering, although we could be even here, right? But never mind that. I'm covering the low. I'm covering the block, the H4 block, and I'm covering the block that created the move. And yes, I know some will say, we'll look at this and go, okay, red plus green also is a block. Yes, I completely agree. In this case, I didn't do that, and if I were to select this, I might have put the stop at this, because putting the stop at the pip is just asking for it. With the variable spreads, with FX, with the action, I mean, even if you have 0.5 pip spread, if you have 1 pip spread, if you touch this on my chart, on some charts, it's going to be lower, so you need to accommodate for it, so that's why a little bit lower. Yeah, and so it was 2R targets, which is up here, and it absolutely hit them, smashed the TP straight through. Yeah, and I also had a notification here because I wanted to go, this is the small gap, the green here, I wanted to touch this to go higher, but we did not, we touched here. Yeah, absolutely smashed it. Yeah, and for the gaps, I mentioned it several times. Notice here, for example, we had power up, we had power down, and this was the level, and we scraped through it, and we switch to longs, and we go even higher. What happens here? We scrape through it. So sometimes, especially in FX, we have a lot of power like this move. You need to put your stop. I can't put the stop like here. You need to put the way I like to do it. You need to put the stop. Can we? Yeah. You need to put the stop like an average bar size level in a difference, right? So for example, maybe here is an idea for this level. If you think this is the stop, maybe this is the level to put it on the chart, right? And you know, if you're let's say you're entering here, right, maybe this is the level to put the stop at, right, because average bar size kind of thing, get a feeling for it, but I like to do it like that. And yeah, really really clean. Again, as I said, H4 bias, H4 waves with a block. We have a H4 block on top of another M15 block. Absolutely clean. I really like it. Doesn't mean it's going to work 100%, but it did work in this time. And what else do we have? Oh yeah, this one. This one, I like this, but I didn't enter it because I didn't like this particular one bar here. I will tell you something, and that's very strange. This green bar, I didn't like the way it showed up. It's a bit, I mean, I don't like it. I wanted it to be more of like a bar like this one, with a smaller green box and bigger pins. I didn't like it, and yeah, so we had price moving up for a long time. From here, notice this, it's the same as these two, and we came back up. We didn't switch power yet, so this is nothing, but this is where we were, and then down. And notice I didn't have this H4 indication at this time, but yeah, so we come here, we create even lower. We had free action here, which picked up. This is Asia overnight, remember. EU starts here, and this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this, I'm going, okay, we're going up. We're gonna touch this, we're gonna touch this area here, and I'm gonna get a signal here to go either side, and we did. But again, this wasn't nice. That's why I have the OBFG outline like this. And I had a target set to here initially, because this is the move, this is the other color, this is the level, and we didn't scrape the top. That's why the solid bottom here. If we did scrape, if we make a pin like this over this, we would have this target here. We did not. Anyway, so, and it ended up, you know, moving down, down, and down, and creating gaps and gaps and gaps, and moving down, and it really went down. This one could have gone 5R, but I didn't take the trade. It's sometimes like that. So, yeah. Okay, that's all of them. All right, so if you have any questions about my charts and my ideas, or like my trades or whatever, post your questions. If you like it, hit the like button, and that's pretty much it. I will see you in the markets. Thank you.